Hello everybody and welcome to One Player. Today we are back in the dungeon, to be more specific, the dungeon of the D100. We are continuing with our quest. Gwent Gawain is deeper into the dungeon here. He's made his way through this okay, we'll forget this. He made his way through the secret path, which actually wasn't necessary. We should have rotated it. We'll just cover this later. We moved into this larger chamber here. We had an encounter, I believe, and then we went through this open door into some sort of gas chamber, I think. Through another open door, we avoided some floor spikes. Now, one correction to be made before we start, or at least one correction that I will be utilizing from here on out, is that every time we passed one of these challenges, because I think we did manage to pass 2 or 3 if my memory serves me correctly, we should have been gaining skills. So for example, once we passed the spikes in the floor challenge, I believe we should have passed a dodge skill and given ourselves a pip on the experience track. So that's why with the agility and the bravery, we got to choose +5/+5, but we can actually gain these other skills as we get better by passing challenges in the dungeon. So that's something we didn't do. I haven't been bothered. No, I've been too lazy to go back and find out all the challenges we passed and add them to the track. I could do that. I might still, but for now, we're just gonna carry on like we are still a newbie dungeoneer. Which, I mean, let's be honest, we haven't really proved ourselves too much. I think we've got rid of a pack of goblins and then some rats ran away. Does that sound about right? Yeah, so we got past some goblin archers and then some giant rats just pieced out on us. So, you know, I mean, we haven't really rocked the dungeoning world, if you will. Now, what we have done is rotated the map, so we are facing towards the exit after avoiding these here spikes. Fancy pencil check once again, as is the tradition. And we are going to move forward. We're going to roll for mapping. And, well, let's get straight onto it, shall we? I've got the map up on my screen, so you will be able to see where we are heading. We are rolling a 57. And it looks to me like that is a green. Green is geographic. Let me get to drawing. It's a bit of a complicated one. I'm just going to move my screen to move my screen closer. Okay, here we go. We're going to go a little bit, and we've got a little cut here, and then we've got a little pillar. I like that, a little pillar detail. I think it looks like we can go out this side. We've got some sort of rock formation in the middle there. And then we've got kind of a loop-de-doo out and back in. I mean, it's essentially just a tunnel, isn't it? I mean, it's just a fancy tunnel. But what we will do is make sure it joins up right there. Let's not break the immersion. And we are heading for, oh yeah, we need to write the color of it, don't we? So color is green. I'll put that in a little circle. This fancy pencil is much thinner than the last fancy pencil, so I shouldn't have as much trouble as writing these tiny little things, which I doubt you can see, but at least for my knowledge, we'll be able to. Maybe I'll colour them in. I've seen some maps online where people have like coloured the outlines, which is kind of cool, so I might do that. I don't know, we'll get to that. So we need to roll for geographic. So let me grab the table here on page 1000. Just kidding, it's page 26. And we are rolling a 21. So, geographic, that is, oh, okay. Here we've got a trapped chest. A large wooden chest, banded with golden trims, stands before you. If you wish to open the chest, test dexterity, and then we get to find -5. So, open, oh no, sorry, success is open and the table is TC +10. What's TC? Oh, treasure, obviously, yeah, okay, gotcha, treasure chest. Treasure B, treasure C. So we're rolling against the treasure C table if we manage to open it. I mean, let's just see what there is to, there's some elixirs on there, there's some brews, there's some potions, some armor, so that's pretty sweet. Yeah, all right. I mean, why not? We're pretty dexterous too. That's our highest skill. We have got 50 dexterity, And so, test dexterity minus 20. So our dexterity is currently sitting at 50. We haven't improved it just as yet. But if we do a test dexterity minus 20, so that's, we need to get less than 30 to open it. If we fail, if we fail, we minus 5 health points and we plus 1 time, because it takes us time to try and break into the chest. What's our health at again? 14. Okay, we might want to try and, if we do fail, probably use one of these lesser HPs here. So what we're looking for a score of less than 30. That is not a score of less than 30. I mean, I suppose what is that? Like a 30%? Oh yeah, 30% chance. Yeah, probably shouldn't have played my, shouldn't have pushed my luck there. Anyway, we are going to lose, unfortunately, 9 health points. Or sorry, 5 health points, goodness. And we're going to add a time onto our... Oh, you know what? We should have actually added a time before we started this turn, shouldn't we? So actually, there's a time to go into the room, and then this is the time we spent in the room. And unfortunately, that means we're burning another oil. So we're going to move our oil down to 17. And we'll probably have to find/buy some of that once we get out. So we did come across a large chest, so I will draw that thusly. I wonder if we can come back. I mean, I don't see why not. We might be able to come back and try it again. That's what a chest looks like in my dungeon. And we failed, so I'll just put a little F there for rubbish. That was our best thing. That's Gwent. That is the one thing you're supposed to be good at, and you bloody set the trap off. We can indeed move forward. There's no combat to do. We could also search if we wanted to, and search to see if we can find stuff. But last time I have a feeling that went quite badly, so I am going to just move on ahead. We're gonna add to the time track again, and then we are going to map once more. So it's a 37, and that tells me, ooh, we've hit a nice crossroads. Interesting. So now we're really free just to explore the dungeon as we please. So we're gonna do a little bit of that. And it's a yellow, so we are able just to proceed. I think what I will do in that case, the next time we spend time, we are going to have to encounter, this. Ah, I see what this is. So we have to roll. Yes, I remember now. We have to roll a D10, and if it's less than 6, which I know it's very, very tiny, but let me bring it a little bit closer. So the next hour we spend in the dungeon, we have to roll a D10, as stated here. If it's less than or equal to this number, we have to roll an encounter. So we're probably going to encounter someone anyway pretty quickly. If we were to search, yeah, I mean, whatever, let's just search it. I mean, we need to find some, frankly, we need to find some parts, and I don't know if we can find parts by searching, but that's our quest, is it not? We need to find parts. We've only got one so far, I believe. We found that one right away. It is a miscellaneous bone. And I probably should have got one from the goblins, but I didn't, and I chose to... I got a bill, so, you know, whatever, that's fine too. Let's roll to search, shall we? Yeah, let's roll to search. So, if it is... Oh, gosh, again, this is where I could have used it in colour. So, this is yellow, red, green, blue. So we're plussing 0 to our roll. So that's whatever, that's fine. We're going to just go and see what we can find. And it's a 29. So we have found... Oh, for gosh, you just... Gwen, you're showing me up here. You accidentally stumble and fall, landing on your side. Make a belt check. So let's go ahead and make a belt check then, shall we? All right, roll 1d10, and any item equipped in the slot that matches the result is destroyed. So we've got 3 lesser potions. Hopefully we can roll a 7, 8, 9, or a 10. Oh, it's a 10, so we have survived. We didn't crush our lesser healing potion in that stumble. We did, however, take an hour searching and falling in the dark. And now we are, again, going to have to roll another d10 and hopefully score less than, more than, sorry, a 6. It is a 6, equal or less, we have to roll, so we have made an encounter. Now, I mean, that's not the worst thing, I suppose, that could happen, given that we do really need to meet some people to get their parts, which is not a sentence I ever want to say again. But we do need to meet some people in order to get their parts. I've said it again, and I just said I wouldn't. I feel bad about that. I'm not, apparently, a man of my word. Encounter modifier is -40, so remember that. We are going to have to roll on the encounter chart, but -40 to our result. It is a 60 even, so that means we're meeting number 20, which is giant bats. No one ever says anything about the regular bats, do they? We've got giant rats, giant bats. Where are the little ones? Where are the little ones? You know? Did they ever get a chance to come in and play? They do not, is the answer to that. They've got flying, they've got surprise, and they've got pack. So I'm going to have to look up what flying gives them, because that's going to be a pain in the ass to kill a bunch of bats, isn't it? With a hooked blade. Thank you, Wikipedia. So, let's move them onto the combat track, and we will get going. Giant bats. They are not humanoid, they are creature. They have an attack value of 25. They have 0 defense. They have a damage modifier of -3, an HP of 2, 3, 3, much like our goblin archer friends. Now then, fly, surprise, and pack. All right. The flying gives us a -10 to our strength rolls, which is pretty bad because we've already got only 30 strength points. So we're essentially trying to roll less than now 20. They do have surprise, so that means we have to do a surprise test. If we succeed, thankfully we get to continue. If we fail, the monster has a free attack. Yeah, let me just do combat normally. So what am I doing? We're doing a test. Okay, so we're doing a surprise test. Here we are. So we're doing a surprise test. A surprise test is intelligence -10, so we are looking for under 30. It's a 79. We're not doing so hot on the dice tonight. So the monster will get a free attack at us. And so let's do that right now. The giant bats have an attack value of 25. Hopefully we can just move straight on from this. Oh, very, very close. But unfortunately, or fortunately for us, the bats roll a 26. Now it is our turn. So we have to roll on the monster reaction chart. Shout out to these handy sheets also. I found these on page 46, which maybe explains why I didn't get to them last time. But handy sheets, look at this. All the things you might need to know about combat and your turn order. Thank you very much, because this will save me a lot of moving through paper and whatnot. So we're rolling a d10 for their reaction. 4, the monster will attack as normal, very good. The character will roll a D100, and we are again trying to score strength -10, so that's 20. I don't think we're ever going to hit these bats with a stupid hooked flipping blade or whatever on a stick. 85, so we have not hit them. We are going to roll there. I think this is just going to be bats flying past us swiveling our blade about, and them not hitting us and us not hitting them. I think that's how this is going to go. 80, yes. So once again, the bats have missed us. Let's roll for the reaction, which is 9. If the monster was damaged last round, it will escape. Well, luckily for us, we didn't come close to damaging it, which we've got an 80. And then for the bats, 21. Okay, so the bats draw first blood. Okay, so we've got to roll the D6 damage dice and the location dice. So the hit location is a 6, which is main weapon. Huh. So that they're just biting our weapon? Is that what's happening? And then D6 is the amount of damage they do, -3 because they're rubbish. So that's 3 damage to... So I think they've done 3 pips of damage to our weapon, which seems ridiculous, but I think is what's happened. Now I wonder, because this is in our hand, do we apply our defense too? I think we might, because the weapon is in our hand. Our hands have male hand wraps. So well, no, because... I wonder, because there is a separate hit location for hands, so I wonder that would probably... yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I guess we'll just play it the hard way and take, what did I say, 3? Oh my gosh, so our bill... Oh, our bill is actually worn out. Fantastic. So our bill, I believe, now needs to be repaired. Yeah, I think that's what they've done. I think they've just destroyed our bill. Somehow they've chewed through the handle or something. I don't think handle is the correct term there. But so now we're gonna have to, we can no longer use our bill, so we're gonna have to bring back the lance with its +1 damage modifier. So I suppose let's well, I don't know if we can switch. I think we're gonna have to try and escape. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to try and escape. I don't think I'm able to swap my bill for my lance. Isn't what I've got? Yeah, a lance within combat, or at least it doesn't say that I can. So I'm going to say that I can't. To escape, I need to do a Dex test -10. So we're looking to score under 40. Success, we remove. Fail, -2 HP. So if we fail, we lose 2 HP. You know what? I've said it before on this channel. Why do I bother playing dice games? I don't know. We are going to roll. So, and I should have rolled for their reaction. So their reaction is 9. If it was damaged last round, it will escape. So it didn't get damaged because we can't seem to hit it, which makes a lot of sense. Again, we're fighting bats with a bloody, yeah, whatever. I just want a crossbow. That's all I want. Gwent, give me... I wish, Gwent, you'd packed something more appropriate than a bloody lance. You're swinging a lance around in a giant, in a tiny cavern. It doesn't make any sense. They're going to roll their D100 to try and hit us. They're trying to score less than 25. 26 again. Goodness me, we're getting away with that. All right. Should I try and escape again? I don't know. 2. If a monster has less than half of its HP, it gains... Nope, it doesn't. It's still on its full HP because we haven't bloody been able to hit it yet. Flying creatures are the bane of my current existence. I'm going to try and escape again. Oh, I didn't take off my HP, did I? Oh my gosh, we're on 7 HP. Oh my god. Okay, we are going to have to use a lesser HP. We're going to have to use a lesser health potion for sure. Dex -10. We're looking for a roll of 40, please. Oh no! The monster's going to attack. 17. Oh my gosh, this monster is absolutely crushing us. So, what do we need to do now? I don't think we've got any sort of defense that we can possibly... Well, we've got a studded belt and we've got hands. So we do have some armor, but not a lot. We're going to roll the attack dice and the location dice. The location is 6, which is again the main weapon, so I don't know what we do there. 2 is the damage modifier. And do we just take that off our HP, or do we just say, well, we don't have a main weapon anymore? Let's give ourselves the benefit of the doubt, because I feel like I might die. I feel like I might die from these bats, which is going to be very upsetting. Let's roll for the monster's reaction again. It's a 5, which means the monster will attack as normal. I mean, please, can we just roll less than 40? I'm going to try and escape again. Oh my goodness, please. Okay, monster rolls for their attack. 70, okay, good. I'm just trying to exit combat. That's all. If the monster has less than half of its HP, it will escape. Yes, we haven't touched the bats yet. We haven't even touched them. Please, less than 40. Let me run away from these bloody bats. I regret ever staying in this cavern. 90. Okay, that's absolutely unbelievable. Bats will roll a 24. They've attacked us again. I cannot believe this. Okay, the bats have attacked us again. They're just getting caught. Remember that Malcolm in the Middle episode where they get caught in Dewey's hair? That's what's happened to Gwent. Gwent is currently running around this horrible cavern, this like crossroads cavern, and he's just bats everywhere. Go on then. What have we got? 5 hands. All right, well, that's good because at least we can bloody defend. So 5 is hands. 2 is their attack. Now, their attack, let's see, the defense is 0. The damage modifier is -3. Okay, so we've got 2 defense as well. So 0 damage done, thankfully, to our hands. Why are you coming after our hands? What have we got? Like what's the Batnip? Good one. We are going to roll the D10 to see what they do next, which is a 6, and they will attack. We are, I mean, should I just attack? I mean, should I just try and attack at this point? Although trying to score a 20, no, I just want to score a 40 and get out of here. Let's get under 40, please. I promise that I'm not making this up. And I'm just, are these dice broken? 70. Is there even a possibility of getting under 40? 77. 18. Okay, so it is possible. I don't think the dice are broken. We'll continue as normal. The monsters are going to roll to try to get under 25 again. 63. Okay, we're okay. We're not entirely dead and buried. Oops, wrong dice. Sorry. This was for the monster reaction at the next round. They will attack as normal. We are going to try and escape again. Please give me a score under 40. This is going to be a really terrible episode if I cannot roll under 40 for the next 10 minutes. So 35. We do indeed escape. We're going to remove the monster. We actually, funnily, I mean, I don't think we deserve this, but we do gain an escape pip. So we've learnt something from this whole experience. I can't say what it is other than don't ever fight bats, especially if you're only holding a spear. You know, it's like catching a fly in your chopsticks. Good God, that was horrible. So giant bats, we did not get any parts. We didn't even come close to it. And frankly, I'm glad to see the back of them. Good Lord. Should we do one? Goodness gracious me. All right, so this episode so far, we've gone into one room, sprung a chap, fell over, and then just bloody got attacked by bats. I mean, it's not been the best, has it? Let's do this. We need to put yellow in here because it's yellow. We need to put an encounter with bats, and we have actually encounter. So I need to write down the number, don't I? So I need to write down the number for the bat. So I'll do encounter 2 because it's in the slot, the second slot. So encounter 2, it's a yellow one. We have searched it, so I'll write down an S as well for searched. And this is a completely and utterly useless chamber. Let's do one more, and then I think we'll call it, because goodness gracious me, I don't think the luck, the gods of luck are shining on Gwent at this particular moment. Get that out of the way. Fancy pencil. This is it. I should have stuck to my same fancy pencil. Let's just carry straight on, shall we? I mean, we'll just go and let's just see what happens. We've got to, with that said, oh, well, I tell you what we need to do. You know what? Actually, I think, because what we need to do now is we need to get rid of our bill, put it into our backpack, move the lance onto our whatnot, and then let's just roll for the map, and then we'll call it a day. So we'll take out bill here. It's +2, 236, 48. I think I remember that. +2, 236, 48. Its entire repair track is full. So we're gonna bill, and it's a main two-handed. And then we're going to take the lance out of here. And the lance is on 1 damage, so that's, you know, that's fine, I guess. Did we kill something with the lance? Yeah, I think we killed the... Oh yeah, we must have killed the goblins with the lance, because then we got the bill from the goblins. Yeah, I remember this. I remember the storyline now. Gwent, to be honest, mate, I'm a bit disappointed in your combat skills thus far, but you know what? There's always time to grow. I would like to gain some experience in that regard, and we're going to probably have to do that by just blundering around in the dark for a little bit, aren't we? Let's roll for the map, and then let's see what we've got. All right, we're rolling for the map. So where are we to head next? Sir, we are going to 57, and 57 is another... Oh wait, did we just roll that? Looks very familiar. It is a... Yeah, we definitely did. We just rolled 57. That's weird. All right, well, you know what? The dice have spoken, and they have said, you know what? We're slightly fixed towards not hitting bats. So here is our next chamber to explore, and again we have a geographic roll. Let's roll for geographic, and let's see what we've got to handle our next installment. So it is a G. We are rolling on the geographic table. It's an 86, nice and high. Let's see what it is. Something heinous, probably. Lava? Is it lava? I just hope it isn't. 86. Ooh. We found a lever, everybody. 86. You have found a lever. If you decide to activate it, roll 1d10. 1, nothing happens. 2 to 10, you hear a rumble somewhere in the dungeon. Shading 1 lever pip. All right. Well, you know what? Time to roll that bloody lever. Come on. We've got to, haven't we? You've got to roll. You've got to pull a lever. It's a 6. That means we've pulled a lever. Don't know what that does. I mean, don't get me wrong. Haven't read about this at all. But 1 lever, and we'll draw a nice little bloop, bloody doo doo. We'll draw a little blah 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 blah. That looks a little weird. Do 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 do. It's like a cog. See, I've tried to. Yeah, there's like Tomb Raider levers. I mean, this is terrible. I'm gonna have to. Yeah. All right, there you go. We've drawn a lever. We've pulled a lever. We don't know what it does. Should I search in this room? I probably won't, because last time that went terribly. But what we should do is shade in our track. We need to spend 1 food, and then we get to reset everything. So our food is down to 9. We get to reset the time track. So we spent a whole day messing around in this bloody dungeon, not getting anything done of use. And we are ready to go. That is going to be it from me. I do appreciate you watching, joining us for this installment. Hasn't been the best, not necessarily the most successful, that's for sure. And basically all we've done is found out that Gwent is not a friend of the bats and not very good at opening chests. There you go. Now you know, and we'll use that knowledge next time around. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you have enjoyed the video, do drop me a like. If you are new, please do consider subscribing. I would love to have you and join us on this journey. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much, and I will see you later.